Hello guys, this is Javelin from English Tutor Hub and welcome back to my channel. Today's lesson is about if only, and let's look at an example. So here is a situation. Tom does not have a laptop. He borrows from his friend if he has presentation in class. So that means he borrows from his friend if he has presentation in class. So Tom says or thinks, if only I had a laptop. So what does this mean? Well, if only followed by the past tense. We use this to express a wish in the present. Yes? So the form is in the past, but the meaning is in the present. So it means Tom is saying, I would like to have a laptop. And that is in the present. Is the desire or the want is in the present. And it also means I wish I had a laptop in the present. And again, we have a past tense here because the verb wish, when it takes the past tense, the meaning is also present. So, if only, it describes an unreal situation. Unreal situation, yes? It's a wish or want, but we do not have. So Tom does not have a laptop, but he would like to have a laptop. Yes? An unreal situation. So, in this lesson, you will learn how to use if only in the present, past, and future. So, the present meaning, past meaning, and the future meaning. So, this is the present meaning. If only I had a laptop. And we'll look at this in more detail, and then we'll look at the past and the future. So make sure you watch the whole video first. So if only in the present. Let's look at some more examples. This is the rule. We've already seen this. And the meaning is a wish for the present. So the form is if only, followed by the subject, followed by the past simple. And the meaning is a wish for the present. So it is an unreal situation in the present. Like for example, Dan lives in Las Vegas. His parents live in New York. So Dan says or thinks, if only I lived in New York. So Dan is thinking positively about New York. He would like to live there. He wishes to live there in the present. Yes? So this is the present. If only I lived in New York. It's the past tense. The past simple is the past simple, but the meaning of this is he wants to live in New York in the present. Another example, the situation is Roger would like to buy a motorcycle, but he has no money. So Roger says, if only I had a stable job. Yes? So this means that Roger in the present would like to have a job so that he can buy a motorcycle. If only I had is the past simple form of the verb has, and the meaning is in the present. All right, let's get some more examples in the present. So this time we're going to use a different past tense. So this time we're using if only followed by the subject followed by the past continuous, and the meaning is the same. It's a wish for the present. It's an unreal situation in the present. For example, Jerry is upset because his wallet is missing. And Jerry says, if only it wasn't missing. So this means that Jerry was sad because of his missing wallet. If only. And this is in the present. Wasn't missing. It wasn't missing. So this is the past continuous form of miss. It wasn't missing. And it is a negative. And if we want to be strict, we would use the subjunctive. If only it weren't missing. Yes? And another example, the situation is Dave would like to get on his bicycle, but it isn't working. And Dave says, if only my bicycle was working. Yes? So he has a wish in the present. He wishes that his bicycle was working. That is in the present. So the form is in the past continuous and the meaning is in the present. He wants his bicycle to work now in the present. And again, if we want to use the subjunctive, then we would say, if only my bicycle were working. Okay, it is a subjunctive. And I have a more detailed video about the past continuous tense with the form and lots of different meanings and uses of the past continuous. Right? So, if only in the future. So, we're talking about the meaning, and the meaning is in the future. The form is slightly different. It is if only, subject, followed by would, and then the base form of the verb. And the meaning of this is a wish for the future. Yes? Example, Tim needs an extra job. Tim says, if only I would get an extra job. So, if only, subject, would, and here is the base form of the verb, which is get. So, Tim hopes that he will get an extra job in the future. That's what this means. He's hoping to get an extra job in the future. Alright? And another example. John likes basketball very much. So he says, if only I would become a professional basketball player. So we have the subject, would, and then we have the base form of the verb, which is become. Alright? So John hopes that he would become a professional basketball player. That's what this means. Yes? So it's a wish for the future, but it's an unreal situation, which means that in fact, unfortunately, it wouldn't happen. But he wishes to become a professional basketball player, but it's not actually the case. It's not actually true at the moment. That's why we say it's an unreal situation. Another example in the future, so this is the form if only plus subject plus would plus base form of the verb. And I've already explained this, and the meaning is a wish for the future. So the example is Tom is fixing the sink and is becoming tired. So Tom says, if only someone would help me. Alright? So this means that he hopes that someone will help him fix the sink. But at that moment, it is not happening. So it's an unreal situation. And again, I have a detailed video about a modal verb would, because this is a modal verb. Alright? So now let's look up if only in the past. So the meaning in the past, the form is if only followed by a subject followed by the past perfect, and the meaning is a wish to change something from the past. But obviously it is impossible to change the past. We can't change the past. It happened. So in fact, the meaning is we are expressing regret. Yes? Something that happened in the past, and we did something in the past and we regret it. Today we regret it. So today we are regretting something that we did yesterday or that we did 2 years ago. For example, Phil hates his job as a janitor. So Phil is a janitor and he doesn't like his job. He doesn't enjoy it. So he says, if only I had studied harder in school. Yes? So he regrets that he didn't study hard in school, and today he regrets that. So that's what this means. If only I had studied harder in school. Alright? So it is a wish in the past. It is an unreal situation because, of course, we cannot change the past. Yes? And another example. James has a terrible stomach upset. So James says, if only I hadn't drunk too much wine. So this means that James drank a lot of wine and he regrets that. So if only he hadn't drunk too much wine. So this is the past perfect. This is the past perfect in the negative. The past perfect is had followed by not followed by the past participle, which is drunk. Another way of saying this is I wish. Another way of saying this is I wish I hadn't drunk too much wine. So it's a regret about the past, and it's an unreal situation because of course it's too late now. Alright? And finally, here is my wish. If only you would share this video. So I'm asking you to share this video, please, on your Facebook or Twitter. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. So guys, there we are. That's the end of this video, and visit englishtutorhub.com for a full transcript of this tutorial, and there are other lessons that you might be interested in. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and let me know your thoughts and questions. Love to hear from you. Thank you very much.